Welcome to my video blog. Today I'm going to tell you about this book. Or better to say, a series of books. The Accursed Kings is a historical novel. Honestly, I've never been a fan of historical novels and history in particular. I read some books written by Dumas, Sienkiewicz or other writers, but all of them were hard for me to finish. But this one is the first historical novel that just blew me away. It begins with the scenes of the last Knights Templar trial, imprisonment and execution. And curse brought by Jacques de Molay upon the royal family is one of the main leitmotifs of the book. I wouldn't really want to spoil anything for those who haven't read it yet, so I will do my best not to talk about the plot much. Why should you read this book? First of all, read it if you are a Game of Thrones fan. George Martin called the Accursed Kings the original Game of Thrones, and it was an inspiration for his own A Song of Ice and Fire series. He also said that the Accursed Kings have that all. There are battles, lies, intrigues, betrayals, love, duty, honor, royal family members' murder, scenes of tortures, violence, and the doom of a great dynasty. Surely all that you can find in Dumas' books, but they don't cause so strong emotions, at least for me. And the characters, they don't make me feel for them. Well, maybe you think otherwise. The novel consists of 7 books, and don't run away screaming. You will read it in one breath. It doesn't really feel like 7 books, it's more like 7 parts of one big story. Secondly, read it if you like history. Of course, it's not a history textbook, but I heard, and that may not be true, that Druon's books are more accurate when it comes to historical facts compared to those written by Dumas, for example. Of course, we should keep in mind that it's not a documentary novel, but the characters were the real people. If you love history or French culture, you might know what this book about. But I didn't know, and I was eager to learn the whole story. The Accursed Kings is about the events that led to the famous 100 Years' War. According to Druon, this war was the result of rancor and intrigues between Robert III of Artois, who claimed for the country of Artois, and his aunt, Maho, who actually possessed it. Thirdly, read it if you like novels with multitude of characters and multitude of storylines. At first, as it usually happens, you may feel lost, but that's not the reason to put the book aside. And this what is cool about Druon. He's very attentive to a reader, and he always helps to recall which king succeeded to the throne, which king was before him, how many brothers, sisters he had, what were their titles, and so on. The novel was adapted for television twice, but I wouldn't recommend you to watch any of them before you read the book. I watched the TV series that was produced in 2006, but that wasn't quite what I expected to see. But that's just me. I have always been extremely cautious when it comes to adaptation of a certain novel. The same way I felt about 1984 by Orwell, but this is another story. I hope that I inspired you to read The Accursed Kings. Trust me, it's going to worth your time. Well, this is the 2nd of December already. Winter is here. So keep warm, subscribe to the channel, and bye for now.